Hi, welcome back to Reading with Miss Olson. I'm here with my pigeon today, and we are going to read another book today. And the book that we're going to read today is an informational text. Remember, informational text means that we're going to be learning some real information. And our informational text today is called, What Do You Do with a Tail Like This? And it's written by Steve Jenkins. He's our author. He wrote all the words, and it's illustrated by Robin Page. She's our illustrator. She drew all the pictures. Now, a lot of times when we read informational text, the pictures are real. They use their camera and they take photos. In this book, they still had an illustrator draw pictures, but we're still going to learn some real information. While we are reading today, we have a special word to watch. Our word to watch is capture. Can you say capture? Capture. Whisper in my ear, what do you think capture means? I heard you say that capture means to catch something or to trap it or to grab it. You're right. And so when you hear that word capture, make sure to give me a big thumbs up. Okay, let's get started. What do you do with a tail like this? Animals use their noses, ears, tails, eyes, mouths, and feet in very different ways. See if you can guess which animal each part belongs to and how it is used. At the back of the book, you can find out more about these animals. What do you do with a nose like this? Do you guys see any noses that you recognize? I see some I recognize and some I'm not sure about. Tell me, which ones do you recognize? I heard some of you say that maybe there's an alligator, or a dog, or an elephant. Let's see if you're right. If you're a platypus, you use your nose to dig in the mud. There's our platypus. Let's see. If you're a hyena, you find your next meal with your nose. Oh, that was a hyena. Cool. If you're an elephant, you use your nose to give yourself a bath. If you're a mole, you use your nose to find your way around. That is a really cool nose on that mole. I've never seen a nose like that before. If you're an alligator, you breathe through your nose while hiding in the water. Some of these animals' noses are so cool. Let's keep learning some more. What do you do with ears like these? Look at all these different ears. Do you recognize any of them? Tell me which ones you recognize. Yeah, looks like a whale maybe. And some of you said rabbit. These guys look like rabbits here. And maybe a hippo. Let's find out. If you're a jackrabbit, you use your ears to keep cool. There's our jackrabbit. If you're a bat, you see with your ears. Wow, I didn't know that bats could see with their ears. If you're a hippopotamus, you close your ears when you're underwater. There's our hippo. If you're a cricket, you hear with your ears that are on your knees. Can you imagine having not your ears on your head, but on your knees instead? How crazy. There's our cricket with his ears on the knees. If you're a humpback whale, you hear sounds hundreds of miles away. What do you do with a tail like this? Hey guys, okay, make your guesses. What tails do you think you can see here? Tell me now. I heard some of you say maybe there's a giraffe, or maybe a monkey, or a crab. I don't know. Let's find out. If you're a giraffe, you brush off pesky flies with your tail. Here's our giraffe, so she's going to use her tail to brush off the flies. If you're a skunk, you lift your tail to warn that a stinky spray is on its way. P.U. If I see a skunk with their tail up, I'm definitely running away. If you're a lizard, you break off your tail to get away. That's so cool. I didn't know lizards could break off their tails. I hope it grows back. If you're a scorpion, your tail can give a nasty sting. Better watch out. I wouldn't want to be stung by a scorpion. If you're a monkey, you hang from a tree by your tail. What do you do with eyes like these? Tell me your guesses. What do you think we're going to be reading about? Do you see any animals you recognize? Tell me now. I heard some of you say that maybe there's a frog or an eagle. Let's find out. If you're an eagle, you spot tiny animals in the air. If you're a chameleon, you look 2 ways at once. That's cool. I did not know chameleons could look 2 ways at once. If you're a 4-eyed fish, you look above and below the water at the same time. That's so crazy. I didn't know fish could have 4 eyes. But if we look here, you can see some of his eyes are above the water and some of his eyes are below the water. Pretty neat. If you're a horned lizard, you squirt blood out of your eyes. There's our horned lizard squirting blood. If you're a bush baby, you use your large eyes to see clearly at night. What do you do with feet like these? Let's check out these feet. Do you recognize any of these animals? I heard you say that maybe this is a monkey, or a duck, or a horse. Let's find out. If you're a chimpanzee, you feed yourself with your feet. Wow. If you're a blue-footed booby, you do a dance. What a silly name for an animal. But it's cool that they can dance with their feet. I love dancing. If you're a water strider, you walk on water. I've never been able to walk on water, but this water strider, that is so cool. It can walk on top of the water. If you're a gecko, you use your sticky feet to walk on the ceiling. That would be fun to do too. If you're a mountain goat, you leap from ledge to ledge. What do you do with a mouth like this? Let's look at these mouths. Do you recognize any of these animals? Tell me your guesses. I heard you say that this could be a fish, maybe a bird, maybe a snake. Let's find out. If you're a pelican, you use your mouth as a net to scoop up fish. There's our pelican. If you're an egg-eating snake, you use your mouth to swallow eggs larger than your head. Wow, look how much this snake can fit in his mouth. That is one big egg. If you're a mosquito, you use your mouth to suck blood. I'm sure you guys have all been bitten by a mosquito before. That's when they try to suck your blood. I hate mosquito bites. If you're an anteater, you capture termites with your long tongue. So the anteater uses his tongue to get little tiny bugs. If you're an archer fish, you catch insects by shooting them down with a stream of water. That's so cool. He uses his mouth to squirt water to get bugs. And then on this page, it talks about all the different animals. Now, I'm not going to read about all the animals today, but I am going to read about one. I'm going to read about the elephant today. And the elephant says, the world's largest land animal, the African elephant, can stand 13 feet tall and weigh more than 14,000 pounds. One of the elephant's most unusual features is its long nose or trunk. With its trunk, an elephant can breathe, pick things up, suck up and spray water, communicate with other elephants, bathe, and defend itself. Wow, so its trunk does a lot of things. It helps it spray water to take a bath, and it helps them to talk to other elephants. It also helps them to pick up stuff and breathe, just like me and you. Very cool. The trunk alone may weigh 400 pounds and be more than 6 feet long. That's taller than Miss Olson. It has 2 thumb-like projections on the end that allow the animal to grasp the leaves, grass, and fruit it likes to eat. The entire human body has more than 600 muscles, but there are as many as 100,000 muscles in an elephant's trunk alone. That is one muscly trunk. Now, the author of this story went through and wrote all about all the different animals in our story. Now, we don't have time to read about all these different animals. I just picked one today, the elephant. In this story, we learned about different animal parts. The noses, the eyes, the ears, the feet, all the different parts, and what the animals do with them. Today, I want you to draw and write about something. I want you to tell me, why did our author write this story? Why do you think they wrote it for us? What was their purpose? What was their point? The author wrote this story. I can't wait to see what you draw and write about. Leave it in the comments below and I'll respond to you. Thank you so much for watching today. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.